Hey guys, welcome back. I've got this RYOBI leaf blower. It was dropped off at the shop, guys, and it's seized. Now, if you try to pull it, man, it is just totally seized. The guy told me that they ran it with the proper gas, mixed fuel. He says he's not sure what happened. What I'll do today here is just go along and tear it all apart, and we're going to find out what's wrong with this thing. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is flip it over. I'm going to take these little screws out of here. It's a T25, by the way, Torx T25. It's easier to get the top off if you take these screws off. So what I'm doing here is just marking the fuel lines. There's two fuel lines and it's easy to mix them up. If I don't take them off here, the whole thing's going to be stuck on the engine part. So the recoil pulls easy when it's off the machine. And you can see here the machine's barely been used. Now it's tight in here. What I'm going to do now to make sure that they didn't straight gas it is take the muffler off. Okay, you'll need a number 5 Allen screwdriver for this. Wow, that's tight. And then you need a number 4 Allen for here. Okay, well, here's the moment of truth. Let's have a look in that cylinder. Let's shine the flashlight. So it doesn't look that bad. A bit of discoloration on the piston. Right down here. So I'm gonna have to keep digging here, keep taking it apart. Now sometimes the coils can actually jam up the flywheel if it's too close to it. So what I'll do right now is loosen up the coil and we'll see what's going on with that. Oh, now it's going. But it's still stiff. So I'm able to turn it now and the piston inside doesn't look too bad. And I don't think it's scored. No, the cylinder looks good in there as well. I don't know if you can see in there. So if you look inside that cylinder, it's not scored. So there's something else going on. I'm just going to take the bottom piece off to get at the fan. When I loosened that screw, I heard something fall in there. A rock. Look at this. Could this be it? Could this be it? It could. I can turn it much easier, but there's still some resistance. I was looking for debris on the inside here because this part turns as well, especially after the little rock came out, but I don't see anything obstructing. It sounds like it's coming from inside. So I'm going to have to continue taking this apart here. Listen to that noise. Okay, let's see if this will come out. I don't work on these that much. Now here's why it wouldn't come out. There's another screw at the back here bolted on the cylinder head. Okay, so I've got it all out of the assembly there. No obstructions on the outside. It's all clear in between here, so it's internal. I was hoping it wouldn't be. I was hoping to save this machine, but who knows, maybe I can still save it. Well, I'll take this off now. That is super tight. So when this happens, I take out my T-handle torque screwdrivers. And I at least start them like that. Here's why these screws are so tight, guys. They're just full of red Loctite. So I went and got my ratchet with the socket with the T25 Torx, but I'm afraid that these screws are going to be stripped anyway. Gotta watch, you know, bust your hands. See, the screws are all stripping now. Now there's no fuel in this machine, so I will heat up these screws with a torch here. Not too much because I don't want to damage the crank seals. Okay, let's hope this works here. Oh yeah, easy. Now I'll heat the other ones here. So that's a good way, guys, if the screws are too tight. So the last one is usually always the hardest one. I got lucky, it's coming out. Now things got a little hot there. There's the connecting rod and crankshaft. I better take these 4 Allen screws out here first. Yeah, you know what it is? That piston is super tight in the cylinder. That's the problem. It probably was straight gassed. It's very hard sometimes to know from customers what's true or not. It just won't come out of here. have a look inside here. It just will not come out of there. Okay, I've got it in the vise here. I'm gonna try to pry on it. Oh, wow. Well, here's the issue, guys. Look at the big groove here in the piston. So something must have let go and it was seizing up the engine, plain and simple. But I do wonder what it was. It could have been straight gassed, but usually when they're straight gassed, the exhaust side of the piston and sometimes the intake are all scored. So it's kind of smooth, a bit discolored. No black or brown on the piston to show that it got really hot. So something must have let go at some point and caused that. So I just want to make sure here that the little pin where the piston ring meets did not come off of the piston. So the top one is there. So we know it's not the top one that fell out. And let's look for the bottom ring pin. And there it is, right there. Right there. So the piston's smooth here. It's actually smooth all around except for this one groove. And if you feel your finger inside the cylinder, it's actually not too bad, except for the groove right here. So this is where the groove lines up with the piston, right there. There's some material there on the cylinder. And the connecting rod on the crankshaft is nice and smooth. There's no play in there. So guys, I really don't think that it was straight gassed. I think maybe it's a defect in the manufacturing or something else happened. Or maybe something got sucked in. That's nice and tight. So here's the whole thing all apart on my work table here. And here's a view again of this crankshaft assembly. It's too bad. The machine was barely used, by the way. So what I just did, guys, is I looked up a parts list for it, and you cannot buy just the piston and rings because I thought, well, maybe I can buy the piston and rings and salvage the machine. You have to buy the entire block, the whole block, cylinder, crankshaft and all, but it shows it's no longer available in my area. It was showing a retail price of about $100, so I don't know if it would have been really worth it. So basically, guys, I'm going to have to basically scrap this. Might save the carburetor and a few other things, the recoil, but there's not much I can do with this. If anybody needs some parts here, I do have parts. That's it. If you can locate a cylinder block, let me know and maybe I can fix it. So thanks again for watching, guys, and have a great day.